Children, welcome to the Unit 1, Reading A, and it is titled The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. Look at these pictures, children. They seem to be very interesting, no, children? Yes, these are cartoon characters. And I know most of you watch these cartoons very often. Look at this amazing picture, children. You can see a well dressed mouse here, and it is habituated to live in the town. That is why it is called as town mouse or city mouse. Let's have a look at one more mouse, and it is country mouse, which lives in the countryside. What do you observe here, children? Yes, we can see tall buildings, heavy traffic, less of greenery, and more of population. This is an example of city life. Whereas here we can see full of greenery and less of noise. This is an example of country life. Let us step into our actual reading, The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse. In this small story, the narrator very nicely describes about the difference between the city life and the country life. He tries to convey that all the living things that live in either city or village gets used to their surroundings and feel comfortable where they live. Before we begin the text, let's see some synonyms. Country, village, an area outside towns or cities with fields and farms. Now the next one, affectionately, lovingly, showing caring feelings and love. Chug, to move making the sound of an engine. Let's see the next word, pack, to put clothes etc. into a bag in preparation for a trip away from home. Grumble, to complain about something in a bad tempered way. Let's see the next one, uncomfortable, unpleasant. Children, now let's see the usage of the words that we have already studied in the form of sentences. Let's see the first one. Affectionately. My mom treats me very affectionately. Chug. The train chugged into the station. Pack. I packed my school bag very fast. Grumble. The town mouse felt very uncomfortable and grumbled to himself. The next one is uncomfortable. The town mouse looked uncomfortable in the country. Let's begin our text reading. The town mouse and the country mouse were cousins. They often wrote to each other. One day, the country mouse got this letter from his cousin. See the letter that it got. Kitchen cupboard, Mouse Town, 11th March 2012. Dear cousin, I have been ill with cough and my doctor feels I need a holiday. He has advised me to spend a week in the countryside. May I stay with you? Please give me an early reply. With warm regards. Yours affectionately, Town Mouse. So, this was the letter that the country mouse got from his cousin. Receiving the invitation from the country mouse, the town mouse packed his bags and caught the next train to the countryside. The day was bright and sunny, and soon the town mouse began to feel hot in the train. I wish there was an air conditioned coach, he said to himself. I feel very uncomfortable here. However, there was nothing he could do about it. So he grumbled to himself while the train chugged slowly into the country. The country mouse was waiting at the station. So the country mouse started to wait at the station for the arrival of the town mouse. Oh, cousin, the town mouse said as soon as he got off the train. The train was dreadful. I'm feeling terribly hot and thirsty. I hope you have something ice cold for me to drink at home. Well, I have some water, said the country mouse. But I can look around for some coconut water if you like. Coconut water? Asked the town mouse in horror. Don't you have any orange juice or lemonade? Children, as this is the town mouse, it is habituated of lemon juices and all. So it is telling in that way. I'm afraid not, replied his cousin. But I found a very nice piece of fruit today and a tender bit of sugar cane. I'm sure you will enjoy that. Root? Sugar cane? The town mouse exclaimed. But I don't eat raw food like that. Why it told the same thing? Because it was habituated of eating cooked food in the town. The country mouse said, this is what we eat in the country. So I'm afraid you too have to eat this. Try it, it's not bad. The town mouse did not enjoy his dinner at all. He nibbled at the root and the sugar cane and then said he wanted to sleep. The country mouse showed a corner in the mouse hole and said, there you are. You can sleep there. Children, when the town mouse was asked to sleep down, it reacted in this manner. Say, on the ground? Asked the town mouse. Do I have to sleep on the ground? Yes, this is how we sleep in the country, his cousin answered. As the town mouse lay down on the hard, cold ground, he suddenly thought of something. Cousin, he called out. Yes, what is it? The country mouse asked. Why is it so quiet here? Where are all the cars and lorries? Where are the radios and the televisions? Where are all the lights? This is how it is in the country. His cousin replied. It's always quiet in the country. Sometimes it is quieter than today. My grandfather says that our village is the quietest among all the villages in our district. Oh, is it? The country is a strange place, said the town mouse. But he said to himself, I don't think I like this place. Children, see how the town mouse has reacted to the countryside. Next morning, the town mouse found that there was no breakfast ready. His cousin told him that they had to go to the nearby farm in search of food. We are sure to find something there, he said, a nice piece of root or a tender bit of sugar cane. But the town mouse had enough. Thank you, cousin, he said, but I think I'll catch the next train home. I have suddenly remembered that I have forgotten something. A few days later, the country mouse wrote to his cousin, the town mouse. Here is the letter. Let's see the letter, what it wrote. Mouse hole, Mouse country, 22nd March 2012. My dear cousin, I hope you are well. I am worried about you. I would like to visit you and make sure you are all right. Your cousin, Country Mouse. Yeah. So the country mouse wrote this letter to the town mouse. Why? Because the town mouse left abruptly. Suddenly, it went off to its place. That's the reason the country mouse wrote this letter to the town mouse. The town mouse received the letter and read it. Since he was in a hurry, he sent a telegram to the country mouse. Here is his telegram. Let's see the telegram that was sent, children. Overjoyed. Come soon. Town mouse. Yeah. After A few days later, the country mouse arrived in the town. He was surprised by the noise and lights. So it is questioning like this. Why are there lights even in the middle of the night? He asked. This is the town, his cousin replied. Here there are lights even in the middle of the day. And what is this dreadful noise that never stops? Asked the country mouse. That is the traffic, the town mouse replied. That is the noise made by buses, lorries, cars, and aeroplanes. But the country mouse did not like it at all. All this noise has made my head ache. He said, could I have some water to drink? The country mouse is asking the town mouse to give some water so that it can drink. Why only water? Said the town mouse. Look at what there is for you. Ice cold lemonade, orange juice. Which one do you want? So children, the town mouse offered the country mouse the lemonade and orange juice. So what is the reply? Let's see. Just some water, answered the country mouse. Some water and a little bit of food. I have plenty of food, cousin, said the town mouse proudly. You can eat as much as you like. Sure enough, the house of the town mouse at the back of the kitchen cupboard was full of most delicious food. So the house of the town mouse was filled with full of most delicious and cooked food. There was bread and jam, different kinds of fruits, slabs of chocolate, and a huge piece of lovely cheese. All these are the food items that we can see in the cupboard of the town mouse. See, eat cousin, eat, said the town mouse. But just then there was a sound like a thunder, and the town mouse shouted, run cousin, run, run. The town mouse pushed the country mouse out through a hole in the back of the cupboard. The country mouse felt his heart beating very fast. But what is it? He asked. Shh, whispered the town mouse. Wait. Let's see what happened afterwards. When everything was silent again, the town mouse crept out of the hole. He was quite cheerful again. Come out now, cousin. He called his cousin. He said, that was only somebody opening the cupboard door. We are safe now. But they were not safe for very long. Twice more, they had to run for safety when somebody opened the cupboard door. The country mouse got quite tired of running and hiding. I want to go back to the country, he said. We may not get much food there, but at least we can eat in peace. So, the next day, the country mouse went back to his house in the country and the town mouse stayed on his cupboard in the town. And as far as I know, they did not visit each other again. So this is what happened with both the mouses' children. After that, they started living in their respective places happily. It happens with us also, children. No, we feel safe and comfortable in our respective places only. So let's see the moral, what we have learnt from this story. We feel comfortable at the place where we live. Isn't it, children? Children, now let's have a look at some question answers to check your understanding. Let's begin with the first one. Why did the town mouse want to go to the countryside? Yeah, the town mouse went to the countryside to relax and have fun in the peaceful sight of the country. Let's see the second one. Why did the town mouse travel in an ordinary train? Why did he travel in an ordinary train? He traveled in an ordinary train because there was no air conditioned train available to the village. Let's see the third one. What is the moral of the story, The Town Mouse and the Country Mouse? What is the moral, children? Yes, the moral of the story is that it's better to live happily with little and be content. rather than live with abundance. Students, now let's see some antonyms. Starting with the first one, the country is a strange place. The antonym of strange is ordinary. The town mouse packed his bag. The antonym of packed is unpacked or empty. The day was bright. The antonym of bright is dull. Going to the next one. But I don't eat raw food. The antonym of raw is cooked. The country mouse arrived in the town. The antonym of arrived is departed. Children, let's check the statements that are taken from the text are true or false. Let's begin with the first one. The country mouse lives in a town. It is false. Yes, the country mouse lives in a country. Okay. Now let's go with the second one. The town mouse felt very comfortable in the train. False. The statement is false. Why? Because it felt very uncomfortable in the train. Third one. It was hot when the town mouse traveled to the countryside. Yes, because it was hot, it felt very uncomfortable. So the statement will be true. Let's see the next sentence. The town mouse liked to eat cooked food. Yes, absolutely true. It likes to eat cooked food. Let's see the next one. There are more lights, cars and lorries in the town than in the village. Yes, the statement is true. Thank you, children. Hope you all followed the session.